Namaste and welcome to this short yoga practice with the theme Honor the Circle. Find a comfortable way to be, so you decide if you're seated or if you want to lie down. And then I invite you to place your hands somewhere on your body. And take a deep breath in and then let go through your mouth. And invite everything you don't need for the next moment to let go. So you breathe in the decision to be present right here, right now. And you exhale everything you don't need in this moment. Connect to your pulsating body. Your body that's pulsating with your breath. Expanding and contracting. I have been reading General Donahoe, one of his books this weekend, and as I was reading, I was reminded of something I already knew and something which I am continuously reminded on when I tap into yoga practices or listen to spiritual talks, but yet something that I kind of keep forgetting as well, and that is that my nature, your nature, human beings' nature is cyclical. We have the pattern of the circle in the day that turns to night to turn into another day, the year, the tides of the ocean, the rhythm of your breath, the phases of the moon. But one of the things that Donahoe very beautifully pointed out in this book was that even your inner state, even your emotions or your kind of inner atmosphere is a cyclical pattern. And I find that in this modern society, we are always kind of pressured. It's kind of like an unwritten rule that you should always do your very best. You should always be top fit. But that's just not how we function as human beings. So there are times where we are sad or more drawn inwards, more reflective, and you can see that as your inner winter season. And then there are times where longing is stirring in the heart and you begin to feel the desire to create, and that's your inner spring season. And then there is a time where everything just flows almost with no effort at all, which is your inner summer. And then there is the time to harvest the fruits of the seeds that you have been planting throughout spring and summer. And especially this harvest time really caught my attention, because lately I have been feeling a little disappointed in myself, thinking, why am I not creating as much as I used to do? But then I was beautifully reminded, funny enough, first from talking to my inner self and then by reading this book, I was reminded that there's a time where we need to slow down. Because if we just keep producing and creating and, being very outwardly oriented, how are we ever gonna really like cherish whatever we have put our efforts into? How are we ever gonna have time to explore the full potential that lies within whatever we have been creating? So we don't always need to make up new stuff. Sometimes we simply need to go back and revisit where we have already been, whether that is in our memory or in our dreams, or simply by doing something that we already know how to do. And as we, for example, read a book we have already read before, maybe we begin to understand the book in another dimension. Maybe there are other aspects of the story that catches our attention and kind of integrates in a deeper way. The same, maybe if we do the same yoga practice as we have done before, we might be able to sense new details in that practice. That's the time of fall. And of course it's interesting because your inner seasons does not always correspond to the outer season. Sometimes that's a coincidence, sometimes not. And there are also other cycles at play, and these cycles are dancing with each other. So to begin with, I will invite you to ask yourself, what season is dominating in you at this moment? And is there anything that you can learn from this season as you become more aware that this is where you are at in your life right now? And as you're ready, please find your way into child's pose. Bring your hips to your heels, arms alongside the body and forehead to the ground. And in this way you create an inward movement. You kind of curl into your own little cave. Allow the weight of your body to sink into the ground. Allow everything you are to rest. Here embodying the winter season. The time to draw in, time to be silent, time to reflect. Breathe into the backside of your body. The parts of yourself that have been hidden as you were moving through life. Inhale and come to your knees. Torso upright and hands to Anjali Mudra. Let's embody spring season. The desire to create that slowly arises. Inhale, reach your arms wide and up in a circle. Exhale, Anjali Mudra and the hips to your heels, forehead to the ground. Inhale, lift up on your knees, create a circle with your arms. Exhale, Anjali Mudra and Child's Pose. Inhale, lift up, fold yourself. Exhale, draw to your heart and back to your little cave. Inhale, open up. Exhale, drawing. And even as the season where you begin to plant seeds arises in your heart, it might take days and days for the season to turn into summer. So inside the season of spring, there's still the circle of day and night. Day where you are reaching more outwards into life, opening yourself up. Night where you're turning back to yourself and to silence. Next time you are up, as you exhale, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra in front of your heart and stay on your knees. Gently press Anjali Mudra towards your chest bone. Relax your shoulders. And just take a moment to connect with your heart center. Your heart that pulsates with desire, with longing. With life force. Please step your right foot forward and bring the left hand to the ground, under the left shoulder. Reach your right arm up. Curl the toes of the left foot under, and you can stay right here with the left knee to the ground, or you can lift the left knee up. Exhale, draw your right arm back and down. Inhale, forward and up. You can bring the head into the circular movements as well. If your neck thinks it's a good idea. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. And here we are embodying summer. Start to blossom more open, expand more fully. Always connected to the flow of life. And exactly this connection to breath, to the flow of life, makes the unfoldment more effortless. Square your pelvis. Inhale, come to our high lungs, hands in Anjali Mudra. Draw the feet a little bit towards each other, tailbone down. Lengthen through your spine. Press into the four corners of your right foot. From high lungs, reach your Anjali Mudra up. Exhale, arms down in the circle. Back to Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down and in. And you can stay right here, or you can add a warrior three. So you inhale, warrior three. Exhale to high lunge. Next time you're in high lunge, stay there. Plant the hands to the ground and step downward facing dog. Ground your hands into Mother Earth and reach your hips back and up towards the sky. So even in the full expansion, you are grounded. Lower the knees and bring the left foot forward. Reach the left arm up. And you can stay with the right knee down, or you can lift it up. Exhale, circle the left arm back and down. Inhale, forward and up. You can follow the gaze, follow the hand with your gaze, or you can keep the neck still. Please listen to your body. Even in the wildest unfoldment of your being, you should be connected to your own flow, your own rhythm. So it's your expression. Square the pelvis. Draw the feet towards each other and lift to high lunge. And sometimes in the transition period, we can improve a little bit. Just take some time to find your balance. So if you draw the feet towards each other, tailbone down, to your spine. Inhale, Anjali Mudra up. Exhale, circle wide and down. Back to your heart. You can stay here, or you can add warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Sometimes, some seasons, especially summer, there's also more room to play. So it's okay to fall, it's okay to lose balance, and you just smile and get back up. Hands to the floor and sit back downward facing dog. Step the right foot in between your hands. You decide if you lower the left knee or not. Take an inhalation. Exhale, right arm up. So it's fall season. And we move back to a place where we have already been, this time with more stillness. So there's more time to breathe in into this pose, into this expression of you. So you can discover even more details that you could as you were moving fast. Exhale, lower the hand, down facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Step the left foot forward. You decide if you lower your right knee or not. Inhale. Exhale, lift arm up. Draw the feet softly towards each other. So you stay connected to the center of you. Breathe more fully into the back of your body and into the parts that call your attention as you spend more time in this expression of you. Does anything new show up, even if you've been here before? Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to plank pose. Lower all the way to the belly. Danda pranam. War offering. Offer the weight of your body, the weight of your being. Offer your practice. Offer everything you are. All the expressions of you. All the seasons of you. Give it all as an offering for the benefit of all. Let go of attachment to what season you should be in, and simply surrender into the season nature takes you into. Dedicated to explore the gifts of exactly that season. As you're ready, roll to your back. For Shavasana, corpse pose. To embody that you're now back to the winter season. One circle that's died or is dying Take a deep breath in and exhale. Surrender yourself to stillness. It's time to be with whatever is present. Whatever shows up by itself without you have to leave the home of your body to find it. You can imagine that you are in this winter season. You are in a little cabin in the woods. The cabin is surrounded by so much snow that you can't leave the cabin. And in the middle of your home, middle of your body, the fireplace is burning, keeping you warm. You have everything you need. There are no one to disturb you. There is nothing to do. Except from being fully present in this moment. Notice that you need this time of stillness in order to integrate what has been. In order to reflect upon whether the seeds you planted brought you some nice fruits and juicy fruits, or whether you perhaps should plant some different seeds in the next cycle of the year. Maybe you should nourish your seeds in another way. There is a time for everything. Please roll to one side. Just take a moment here to notice how you feel. Has anything changed since you started the practice? What can you do to honor the season that you are in at this time in your life? What is the first step you will take as you step off this yoga mat for today? Make your intention the first seed of your new cycle, inside a bigger cycle, it's inside a bigger cycle. And as you are ready, please use your hands to find your way into a seated position. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. And let's close the practice with 1 Om and 3 Shantis for peace in the universe. Take a deep breath, new life. Exhale what you don't need anymore. Inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Please bow to your heart. Bow to nature. Bow to your inner wisdom. Nature in the form of you.